First story. FTL soundtrack never looked so good. I'm just saying. You got good music on vinyl. This story over on Joystick. I saw this and I had to talk about it. I was like, that just looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. Faster Than Light soundtrack on vinyl. Those are two things that are awesome right there. If you haven't listened to vinyl, you really need to get a good acoustic setup and play some vinyl and listen to it. Just hear how it differs from your typical CD, digital, MP3, FLAC stuff. I'm pretty sure people have even done like rips, like FLAC rips of vinyl songs. So it's a fairly unique sound. I'm trying to articulate. You can't really articulate sound. These are jokes. I didn't even try to do that. But man, this thing was cool, man. $35 supposed to cost to get it to your door. It's up for pre-order right now. It just looks really, really good. Really, really good. You know what? That's something I wouldn't even buy. I would just hang up. People do buy vinyl and hang them up. It's a common thing. And that looks really, really good. Click on the pre-order page. This is what it looks like. Man. I love people who sell vinyl. I mean, it costs them, but I think it's worth it. It's worth it. Check it out, guys. They got the details over there. Joystick. And we're not going to spend too much time on news. But, well, actually, we might. Because of one story I'm going to talk about. All right, second story. Destiny's getting microtransactions, but don't panic yet. I kind of saw it coming. You kind of saw it coming. I mean, I think everybody saw this coming. Especially with how much people farm for things that look different in this game. I bet Destiny was like, or Bungie was like, why don't we just put some hats on the store? Just be done with it. Let's put some hats up. Come on. Let's do it. I mean, no, they don't care about the Taken King and all the expansions. Let's just put some hats. Come on. Let's just put some hats on the store. Okay, we're going to put some hats on the store. So, apparently these are going to be just cosmetic, as everybody says always when it comes to this stuff, just to quell the rising blood pressure. I like the quote here the best. Here it is. You won't lose a crucible encounter or fail to clear a raid because you didn't have the right emote equipped. I don't know, man. Do that hammer time at the right time. Do that hammer time at the right time. You do that hammer time at the right time in a raid. I'm just saying. Double damage. Double damage. Anyway, I kind of knew this was happening. When I saw the headline, it didn't even surprise me. Because it just makes sense. Destiny players are going to buy cosmetics. On top of the game price, on top of the expansion price. They're going to do it. I already know it. And they're going to make bank. They're going to make so much money off of this. It doesn't bother me much because I do it in Warframe. Even though Warframe is free to play, it's kind of different. But I spend way too much money on pretty stuff. On pixels. I'm guilty of it. It's a problem. And I'm guilty of it. Cosmetics are so desirable in a lot of games like this. And being able to buy that armor that looks so good, or that mount or that ship, whatever they're going to do, it's probably going to be it's going to be successful, whatever it is. But Destiny's getting microtransactions, guys. This is where we are in gaming. It sucks, but it's here. Buy more hats. Check it out, guys. Joystick has that together. All right. You knew this was coming. The plot thickens with this whole Star Citizen drama. Holy caffeinated peanut butter. This drama is starting to reach the stratosphere. Space joke? Now listen. We talked about this little brouhaha a few days ago, how the escapist kind of published this 17,000 word 4-page article producing all of these anonymous sources saying all these horrible things about Cloud Imperial Games. And we had a giant article, a response from the Cloud Imperial Games guy, Chris Roberts. Big old article, basically going into gratuitous detail. And now, Cloud Imperial Gaming has threatened legal action against the escapists. Look at this. Cloud Imperial Games, the studio behind the $90 million Star Citizen project, is threatening to litigate over an inflammatory article published by the escapists this week. The article accuses Cloud Imperial founder and CEO Chris Roberts of embezzlement and the company of illegal hiring practices. It does? Okay. Shortly after the story went live on October 1st, Robert published a response. The publisher's response was blah, blah, blah. The Reddit warriors went to work. People started digging up dirt on dirt. Probably went to the woman's who wrote the article. They probably went into her past elementary school history and found out where she put Susie Q in the face with a freaking nail attached to her fist and made her bleed. And that was like evil, but that lady like got forgiveness for that. And she like atoned. But that didn't matter to Reddit. They found it. This is getting crazy. And the escapist has responded now to this litigation claim, saying that the escapist, notwithstanding Cloud Imperial Games' notice and posting, stands by its coverage of Star Citizen and intends to continue to investigate the developing story. Since publishing our original stories, we have been contacted by and are currently interviewing, it's getting juicy, man, additional sources corroborating a variety of reporting allegations. Additionally, if Mr. Roberts' offer for the escapists to meet the developers making the game and see how we're building one of the most ambitious PC games firsthand remains open, we take the opportunity to accept such invitation so as to hopefully provide the public with sufficient information and opportunity to vet such sources, allegations, and claims for themselves. We have also communicated the foregoing directly to Cloud Imperial Games. I mean, no matter how this turns out, it's not going to be good for Cloud Imperial Gaming. If they go to court, that's backers' money using the money for court for lawyers and stuff. That sucks. If they don't go to court, or if this doesn't go through, they're going to look bad. They already look bad. They're going to look worse. If the escapist decides to bring forth some people to bring forth more stuff behind actual names and faces and bodies, that's going to make them look even worse. This is stuff all independent of what the factual evidence is. This is public perception and PR going on right now. That's what I'm focusing on. Because none of us know what happened. I'm not even going to focus on what happened. None of us know what happened.
I've got the facts, Bwana. Clearly, that didn't happen. Because A, C, F, and Cupcake. That just didn't happen.
You don't know that. You don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happened. I don't even think Cloud Imperial Games knows what happened. Like, did we do that? Did we? I'm not sure. We had. I know we had that big fight in the kitchen when we ran out of coffee, but did we actually? Can we give Jim a call here and see if we did we actually? I don't know if we did that or not. Can we say no? Did we say no to somebody else before? Can we say no again? Did we? Okay. Well, if we say no here, we're gonna continue. We gotta make sure we say no here, and say no again. That we didn't do it again in the future when they ask us again. Because I can't keep up anymore. I I it's just getting way out of hand. It's getting way out of control, guys, and it's gone from drama to nuclear explosion. They have threatened legal action against a blog that has been around longer than them. And to me, it's not like the top-notch blog out there, but I think The Escapist has a pretty decent reputation prior to this. They're not like Kotaku or anything. He went there. They're not like Kotaku or anything, but it is still big to threaten legal action for inflammatory accusations. This is the sentence that surprises me, and confuses me. They accused the Escapists of, well, they basically said that the Escapists were the ones that accused them of doing these things. That the Escapists said that they embezzled, that the Escapists said that they had illegal hiring practice. And I read that part of the article, and they never said that. They were citing sources. Now, these sources could be, and these sources are public. Apparently, they were on the Glass Pane website. Now, the sources could be invalid or whatever, but that's kind of weak, man. That's kind of weak. If I was a lawyer, I'd be like, I don't know if you want to accuse them of doing it. I mean, they are a publishing website, but I mean, they're not openly saying that we accuse them. They're saying that, and the thing about Escapists is that they publish both sides. They didn't just come from one side. They definitely publish from Chris Roberts' angle as well, rebuttals. I thought it was a fair and balanced article. I did. The only thing that's up in question is whether the sources that they're citing are actually legit. That's it. The article itself, nowhere in that article did I feel that the Escapist was trying to out Star Citizen. Nowhere in that article. Everything that was said in the quotes that they cited was, and I think they did a decent job of plugging in Chris Roberts' responses, given how long it was. That thing was enormous. So, as far as we know, and this is what the Escapist is saying. From what they're saying, this is their word. They're saying that the people that they have, the people that they quoted, they said that they have contacted them. And there are people out there that says that that's a flat out lie. And that's where everything comes in. Escapist says they contacted these people, and there's Reddit journalists that say they didn't because they just copied and pasted it from the Glass Pane website or the Glassdoor, whatever it's called. And then there's no way they could have contacted them because they copied and pasted it. This is like a summary of what people were saying. So there's a lot of stuff that we just don't know. What I do know is that Cloud Imperial Gaming is threatening legal action against a game publishing website. If you're coming out with a game, you want these guys on your side. And I've seen game developers actually have good rapport and good conversations with websites that have bashed them. And to threaten legal action, I don't know, man. This might be getting personal. This might be getting personal to the folks over at Cloud Imperial. It might be getting personal because this doesn't sound like a smart move to me. The legal action doesn't sound like a smart move. It doesn't. I think it's going to make matters worse, honestly. But what do I know? I'm just some gamer that sits here and reads about the news. Check the story out, guys. This one is over on GameInformer.com. They got the details. But the original articles were on the Escapist. Escapist.com. I think that's it. I think that's a website. Just search for The Escapist. It should come up. Yeah, escapistmagazine.com. That's what it is. Escapistmagazine.com. There's a lot of reading. I can't summarize what happened in the past because it would take me 3 hours. It's like 5 articles of history that has led up to this. And it's just absolutely crazy. So that's the news we have today for October 5th, 2015. Yeah. Okay.